Welcome everyone, this is a Meter Man with DividendMeter.com. This video is a follow-up to my first video, how to build a dividend tracker spreadsheet. Well, it's been 1 year since DividendMeter.com launched, and since that time I've heard from many users who have told me how much they love the spreadsheet, but many on occasion have told me that the column used to import the dividend figures will just freeze up. I have also experienced a problem, as you can see from the screenshot. Many cells are stuck on loading. Column G is used to import the dividend, and column H and I and J rely on that dividend to finish before they calculate. Well, the reality is dividend amounts do not change very frequently. If we are fortunate, the stocks we hold will increase the dividend maybe once a year. So I want to share with you a modification that I've done to my spreadsheet, where the cells used to calculate numbers aren't relying on a column to finish importing. Instead, they're looking at a static dividend figure. So let's get started with this very easy spreadsheet change. Column G, again, this imports the dividend. What we want to do before we make this change is make sure it's working, because we're going to copy these values and add them to a column in between yield and imported dividend. First, I want to right-click yield, and we're going to insert one column to the left. And I want to label this header cell, we'll call it current dividend. I want to format that so it wraps neatly in that cell. Go to Format, Text Wrapping, and then Wrap. Next, we want to copy all the dividend figures in column G. Do a right click on this column and copy. And we're going to paste these into current dividend by right clicking. We're going to choose Paste Special and Paste Values Only. Now we want to make sure this is formatted in currency, so I'm going to go to Format and select Number, and we're going to choose currency here. Okay, now moving over to the yield, I need to change this cell so it looks at column H to perform its calculation instead of column G. So we're just going to change this G to an H. And I'm going to copy this all the way down the column to apply that change all the way down. We want to do the same thing for annual income. We're going to change this top cell to look at column H instead of G. And again, I'm going to pull this down to copy that change to all the cells. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to do. Now, the yield and income will be looking at the current dividend to perform its calculation. That ensures that meter gauge chart will always be loading. Now, the import dividend column, I still want to keep that there. That's very important for alerting me of changes to dividend. You can see Verizon here recently increased their dividend. Now, prior to that increase, I believe it was at 226. So by having both columns here, it now allows me to even add another column. If I wanted to, I could calculate dividend growth, for example. I have the imported column set up to turn green when it increases, and then I just change that current dividend column manually. Usually this occurs only once a year, so it's a very easy change to make. So thank you all for joining me. If you haven't been following along, come to DividendMeter.com, register, and track my progress towards financial independence with stock dividends. Thank you.